right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy ShadyMikeGaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at another signature shot. Today we're going to be taking a look at GOAT James. I mean, he's not my GOAT, but he's somebody's GOAT. First disclaimer, which I really should have paid attention to, is please disregard this glitched Lakers jersey here. I was trying to install a Laker mod and it just didn't seem to work right, so I gotta revisit that. My bad on that. Keep it moving, don't pay that any mind. But we're gonna be working on a signature shot for LeBron James here today. And the way that I like to start this off is, first and foremost, let's take a look at the signature shot. The default. So this is going to be the default. I don't know if LeBron ever came in, was mo-capped. If he was, it had to have been a long time ago. So we're going to take a look first and foremost at the base. So we're going to take a look at the default LeBron James base. A significant amount of lift on the shot. The reality of the situation is LeBron James does not get this type of lift on his jump shot anymore. Maybe he did back in the Cleveland days. I feel like he didn't even really in Miami. It's not a bad thing. It's just his form has changed over the years. So he does not have that type of lift anymore. And yeah, I think that definitely should have been updated here. And then we're going to talk about the release. So if you notice those two jump shots here, the default LeBron release is a dual release. So let's take a look at the first one. The ball is like super high over his head. He does not shoot like this at all. That is just, he doesn't shoot like this. That's not accurate. I mean, he's literally slingshotting that thing up there. And there's the quick drops his hands. And then the second release here, you're gonna see he holds the follow through. Now you often do see him hold that follow through, and that's gonna be something we focus on. This one's a lot more accurate to his actual shot. It's very accurate, actually. I still think the ball's a little bit, the ball is still too high, but this secondary release where he holds the follow through, very accurate for him. So what we're gonna be going for is we're gonna try and kind of lower his jump, his lift. And we want that follow through, but we really want to bring that ball down a little bit closer to his head. He does jut his elbow out like that usually, so that's something we're going to keep. And the base too. One thing that's really important about the base is LeBron James does tilt, twist is the phrase I would use, pretty heavily to his left. So we definitely want to keep that in whatever we come up with. So let's take a look and see how we did. All right, guys. So I am going to show you the perfect form LeBron James shot. You're gonna see he brings the ball up, it's much closer to his head, and he shoots. He's still got that twist, slightly to the left. I think this is the most accurate LeBron James signature shot in the game, but it is not the signature shot that I'm going to be using. Let me explain. This one is very accurate in terms of his mechanics, in terms of his takeoff, his base, and his release. But one thing I told you was important to me is LeBron often and almost always on his deep threes holds that follow through. That is something that I wanted to get done. I wanted to make sure he was holding that follow through, and I did edit to make sure that he would hold the follow through, but I felt like this one was very accurate, and I wanted to share this one with you guys as well, just in case anyone wanted one where he didn't hold the follow through. So I am going to post this one up, and you guys can have this one too. But let's get into what I actually came up with in terms of one where he holds that follow through, and I think is just more realistic and more true to life in terms of what LeBron James actually does. All right, now we're going to take a look at LeBron James's signature shot that I came up with, and we're going to try and check all of these boxes. You're going to see on the shot, he is tilted ever so slightly to the left. You're going to see the elevation. He's got the elevation, but not too much. You see he has the ball over his head, but not too far over his head as far as it was. You're going to see on that shot, he does pose. At the end, he does hold that follow through as well. Again, take a look at the feet, slightly to the left. See him bring the ball up. Elbows are outwards just slightly as they should be, and he's going to hold that follow through just like we want to see. very nice shot, very accurate to what he does when he's shooting long range jumpers. Now again, this is going to be a full edit, so we're going to take a look at some of the other shots that he's going to be taking, and we'll go from there. All right, and here is the jump shot for LeBron. This is the one where he does hold that follow through. Again, this is going to be a set shot, but he's still getting as much lift as he needs. He's still twisting to the left just a little bit. We went with release 63 and Marquise Chris blended to 70. One thing I forgot to mention in my last signature shot video is some of these animations are locked behind height. So you'll see LeBron 6'8", 6'9". You have to drop him to 6 foot or below a certain threshold so that you have access to these animations, and then you can bring him back to his 6'9", so that you can obviously have him at the correct height. But they do have some of these animations locked. So here is the jump shot. We are going, I was messing around with free throws here, free throw forms. We did not change his free throw form. That is still going to be LeBron James. The pull up is going to be athletic too. He's going to get some lift, not too much lift. He's not going to be doing anything crazy, but he is going to have some athleticism on those mid-range jump shots where he pulls up. And then the spin jumper, we're going with stiff. And let's talk a little bit about LeBron James and what he tries to do in terms of his jump shot. LeBron James, why is he considered the GOAT? Why do people consider him the GOAT? Why is he even in that conversation is the real question. Well, it's because of his longevity. It's because of what he's done. It's because of the continuous improvement that LeBron has made to his game to continue to add to become, in my opinion, the most well-rounded player in NBA history. Now, one thing about his jump shots and things of that nature is these are not shots that he would have taken in year 4, year 5, year 3. These are things that along the way he added to his game to continue to improve. So when you take a look at his spin jumper, when you take a look at his hop jumper, you're going to notice they're going to be stiff. He's not going to be hanging in the air. And even, kind of going back to what we said with how he doesn't have as much lift on his jump shot as he used to. Some people can say it's because of age, but no, he's limiting the amount of deviation so he can focus on his mechanics. When he takes shots that he's added to his game, the moving jump shots, the hop jumpers, the spin jumpers, things of that nature, you'll notice when you look at the footage, they're very stiff. They're very textbook, and I would even say slow. I don't really like the phrase slow, but he's not worried about faking guys out. He's more worried about getting to his spot, squaring up, and being mechanically sound. He's not worried about the shot contest. So when you take a look at these jumpers, yes, some of these animations are going to be a little bit slow, but they are going to make sure he squares up, and they're going to be animations that reflect what he's going to do in real life. Moving on to his layup and dunk packages. Obviously, we're sticking with the LeBron James dunk package or layup package. We have his go-to is the LeBron James dunk package. His signature dunk is and has been for a while the sidearm tomahawk. He will do the straight arm tomahawk from time to time. Back scratchers off one. He does these pretty often. The windmills every now and again. Baseline reverses he will do. And there's actually a dunk package, and I can't believe I forgot this in the middle of a YouTube video, but I'm actually going to edit here that I forgot to add. There's one more that he does, and it might be reverses off one. No, that's not it. This one, clutch reverses off one. We are going to put this one back. He does this one from time to time. It's not very frequent, but we've seen him do these dunks in transition. I'm actually not going to edit. I'm just going to leave that in here. For his 7th dunk package, make sure you have the clutch reverses, get some awesome animations. Maybe not ones that he'll do all the time because it's this low in priority, but they are ones that he can do. Post game, we're going to stick with the same exact formula here. We're going textbook, we're going stiff, we're going straight up where he's going to square up. Most of the footage that I found of him doing fadeaways, they're very accurate to fade 5. That's why I went with it. In terms of the hook shots, it's hard to find him doing footage of hook shots, but when I did, he was doing straight up textbook sky hooks like he was Kareem. So we are going to run with that and stick with it. The post hop shot, again, is one that's not really going to show a whole bunch of his athleticism, but it is going to get him square with the basket where he can get a good shot off. And because of his release, it's kind of hard to see in the main menu, but he gets plenty of lift on that shot. You don't have to worry about it getting blocked. The shimmy fade is one that he takes kind of that extra step and will, you know, kind of create some space. I noticed, and this is so awesome, when he fades to the left, he doesn't have as much lift, but when he fades to the right, his entire body kind of does that scissor kick rotation. And the fact that 2K has one in here that does that is why I love Shimmy Fade 2. We're going with, Shimmy Fade 14. We're going with Shimmy Hook 2, and Post Spin, we're going with Small. In terms of the dribble style, I didn't change any of this. I didn't change the signature size up. They seem very accurate in terms of what he does. So guys, this is my LeBron James. Again, the number one thing that I wanted to say in this situation was, you're taking a look at one of the best players in the game, one of the best players of our generation. I want to make sure that that's represented. He's, you know, one of the best players we've ever seen, and I think 2K could have, you know, put a little bit more effort into making sure his shot is up to date and that it represents what we see when we see LeBron suit up. So this is one of the things where, again, people might look at this video and like, did you really put this much time into this? But I'm passionate about stuff like this. I'm passionate about attention to detail. And my message to 2K would be, if you're not, hire someone who is. I've got all the time in the world, you know what I mean? Bring me on. But all jokes aside, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the Kevin Durant signature shot and also the LeBron James signature shot. Depending on when this video goes up, sliders should be coming shortly, but they are a work in progress. Make sure to join our modding Discord, the 2K Modding Society. I will have the link to that in the description. Also, if you guys want to check out some non-2K related content, check out my second channel, Shady Plays, in the description. It's linked there. Other than that, guys, this is Shady Mike. I am out of here. Peace.